In this video, I'm going to be showing you a new feature inside of CorelDRAW version 6 called Cells to CAD. It'll let you take tables or drawings inside of Excel and export them directly into AutoCAD or a DXF format. If you'd like to follow along with us, link to CorelDRAW will be in the description down below, as well as it's going to appear in either one of the top corners throughout the video. If you'd like to skip ahead to certain portions in the video, I'm also going to have timestamps and windows right here that will allow you to skip forward to certain areas, and the links for those time skips are also in the description. So let's say that for whatever reason you have something in Excel like this, a table that you have created with lines, borders, text, and font colors, and you need this to be exported into a DXF format. So inside of CorelDRAW, there is a new tool or a new function that is called Cells to CAD. And what this does is it will take whatever your cell values are and convert that into a CAD format. So how you do that is you just select whatever you have on your Excel document. And this works with tables, it works with cell contents and colors and text, as well as formulas and functions. So as you can see here, we have a formula that builds up and adds one to the previous, as well as changes the color. Now, whenever you do this, you just select whatever you want and you click Cells to CAD. A new window will appear with different options for you. By default, it is going to include the text colors. So you have text colors. You also have the rectangles being scaled with the font size. So that means that even though you have this font set to that size, it is going to match the rectangles to the font sizes that you have selected instead of keeping them all uniform, which will make it transfer over easier. So in case you want to keep everything scaled roughly the same, you want to have scale rectangles with font. Next is use cell font size. That means that if you have a custom size, for instance, you have all these that are different sizes, it will keep the same size for that font. On the other hand, if you want to make all of the font a specific size, for instance, you want all of the font to be a size of 4, you can select that, toggle that option on, and it will automatically keep your font sizes all at 4 and scale everything accordingly. Next is where you would like your data to start, or where would you like your drawing to be placed on a CAD drawing. And this goes off of the Excel location. So the top cell right here that we have selected, which is E4, the top corner of that is going to be 0, 0 as far as CAD is concerned, and it's going to go in -Y going down and +X going across. If you'd like to change that, you can change that to whatever values you like. Now, the next options that we have down here, we have an option to disable the graphing in Excel, which by default, CorelDRAW will try and graph and display and show you what it's going to look like inside of Excel. If you don't want that, you can turn that off. You can also automatically turn on Enable DXF to export it directly to a DXF format if you want. For now, I'm going to skip that just so we can preview it inside of Excel, but just know that if you want to bypass this altogether and just put it directly into a DXF, turn those two options on. So now that we have this selected, I'm going to hit Create. It's going to go through the process of reading everything that we have. It's going to generate a new sheet for us that has all of our data broken down into lines, rectangles, text, and everything that we need to generate it inside of a CAD DXF drawing. As you can see right here, it has generated for us 350 different line objects and text for this one drawing, and it's actually pretty small. So in case we want to see it better, we need to open up the graph 3D orientation, zoom into it, and once again, if you want to bypass this option or this step, you can. You can just export it directly into a DXF file. And as you can see, we now have our drawing using Excels and borders and things like that as a drawing. If you would like to export this, export to DXF right up at the top. Choose where you want it, choose what you're going to name it. So sample file export to DXF, and it's going to say include object/layer colors. We don't want to do that unless we want it to be colored exactly the way we see it here, which is object coloring. But what we do want is use custom text colors. So the custom text that we have here with those custom colors, it's going to keep those colors if we toggle that on. So let's toggle that on, hit export, and it's already done, saved. Let's go ahead and open it up. And as you can see, we now have our drawing with the words, the custom colors, and the floor plan and everything else mapped out for us. If you'd like to try CorelDRAW out for yourself, link is in the description down below, as well as it's been peppered throughout the video with the little links in the corners. Anyway, thank you all very much. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to activate CorelDRAW and how you can obtain your own copy of it. Thank you all very much. If you'd like to stay up to date with everything great technical, and if you'd like to stay up to date with our tutorial videos on CorelDRAW, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I'll answer them as best as I can. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day.